This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason PUD3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. And Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
Good evening, and welcome to the gymnasium on the campus of North Mason High School in Belfair, Washington. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of high school basketball with a boys' non-conference matchup between the North Mason Bulldogs and the East Jefferson Rivals. My name is Diedrich Allen, and joining me for the broadcast is Jerry Apple.
Hello, Diedrich. Looking forward to the game tonight.
North Mason comes into the game winless in 5 tries so far this season. The boys, the Bulldogs, I should say, are coming off Thursday's 60-56 loss to Sequim. In that game, the boys from Belfair rallied from 15 points down in the third quarter to hold a brief lead in the fourth, but couldn't hold on despite 18 points from Cole McCormick, 17 from Andrew Latrine, 10 from Clayton Alberts. North Mason hit 10 three-pointers against the Wolves, with McCormick accounting for 5 of them. East Jefferson, the co-op team consisting of players from Port Townsend and Chimicum, is 1-4 on the season. The Rivals are coming off Thursday's 67-49 loss at Life Christian Academy. EJ's Brody Moore led the team in the loss with 25 points. The last time these teams played was December 5th, with East Jefferson beating North Mason 66-53 with the Rivals, or for the Rivals only win. East Jefferson has won the last 2 games with the Bulldogs. However, if you look at games before the co-op was created, the boys from Belfair won 12 straight over Chimicum, dating back to 2006, but Port Townsend leads the series 17-6 in the same time period. Coming up, we will talk with North Mason coach Brett Skogstad, give you starting lineups, and, of course, the tip-off. It's boys high school basketball, the East Jefferson Rivals at the North Mason Bulldogs on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
And we're back here in Belfair Diedrich Allen and Jerry Apple. Oh, let's see. Quite a while ago, probably about an hour or more, I had a phone conversation with North Mason coach Brett Skogstad, and of course, I'm having issues with my playback here. I thought I had everything ready, Jerry. And okay, here we go. And so I did have a chance to talk with Coach Skogstad. Coach Brett Skogstad, your team, you're still looking for that first win, but you've been in all your games for the most part. Yeah. But before we get into that, let's talk about your team a little bit. Who you got coming back, and who's the surprise so far?
Yeah, so we have Clay Alberts and Nolan McGaney are basically our 2 seniors, and they play a lot. So both of them lettered last year. Nolan is playing a lot more than he did last year. Clay came off the bench and played quite a bit last season. So those are basically our 2 seniors. So we're a young team. Andrew Latrine has really turned into a really good player for us, even though he's only a sophomore. He also started a lot of games last year. I think he only missed like 3 or 4 games that he did not start in as a freshman. So he's had a great year. And then we just kind of have some guys that are, again, really young, that are stepping up and just growing as we go, which is really exciting. Carson Morris has started every game for us this year. He's a sophomore. He was playing just straight JV last year and was just learning the game, and he still is. But we're really excited about him and his future. And then Cole McCormick is our starting point guard who started last year. He's a junior and is playing really well for us. So, yeah, that's kind of our roster at this point in time.
Now let's talk about your season so far. As I mentioned in the opening, haven't got that win, but you've been in all the games for the most part. And I watched a replay of the Squim game and very impressed with your 15-point comeback.
Yes, we're as happy as we can be with still searching for a win, just based on our youth and kind of our inexperience up to this point. We're a young team, like I said, 2 seniors, and we're really happy with how hard our guys are competing. We took Kingston to double overtime in our second game at their place. We felt like we had a great chance to win that. We were up 3 at Bremerton on the road, shorthanded without Clay in that game, lost by 9. They outplayed us in the second half. And then again, yeah, Squim, to be down by as many as we were and then take a lead in the fourth quarter shows that we're really battling and competing against some teams that are a little bit older and are good. And so we like where we're at. We're just going to continue to get better and better and continue to work hard. This is a team that's really going to be on the rise, we think, in the next year, a couple years. And so really are proud of their attitudes and their willingness to really compete up to this point in time.
Now, tonight you've got East Jefferson for the second time. Opened the season against them, didn't turn out well, but that was the first game.
Yeah, first game, and it's a tough place to play up there. And we, they worked really hard. We turned the ball over a lot and didn't play as well as we think we could have. But again, it's the first game, and we think we've improved a lot just in the last couple of weeks. And so we're excited to show that and hopefully play a little bit better and see what we can do. But yeah, they play really hard. We're familiar with them, and they're a tough style of play to play against just because they just get after it. They go, and so we know we need to take better care of the ball. But we're excited to have them here, and we're ready to go.
So you go back and look at that game, and what did you take away from what they did and what you can do better?
Yeah, for us it was 22 turnovers, which we're trying to cut down. We only had 7 against Squim, which was unbelievable, an improvement in that area. We went from averaging about 22 a game to 7 in one game, which was a great improvement. So that's about it for us, just taking care of the ball, finding good shots, being a little more patient. In that first game against them, we were, first game, it was a little bit raggedy. We were a little bit rushed, and they do a good job of doing that. But doing that and then just really trying to limit their 2 best players. I don't know them, unfortunately, by name, but 33 and 2 are their guys that we're really trying to keep from hurting us as much in this game. And so we're trying to kind of focus on them and just try to keep them out of transition and then take care of the ball on our end when we have it.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's North Mason coach Brett Skogstad. 2 and 33. Well, 2 is Brady Moore. 33 is Keaton Guzman. And those are the 2 guys we're going to key on for this game. And well, obviously what the Bulldogs need to stop those 2 guys, or at least slow them down. I don't think you can stop anybody, but you can slow them down. Jerry?
Yeah, I've been watching East Jefferson in warm-ups, and I'm very impressed with number 2, Brody Moore. He handles the ball beautifully, shoots well. You can see out there he just got a lot of confidence. So that's my take on that.
Okay, we'll get to the starting lineups and a whole lot more here in just a moment. This is Mason Web TV. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Back in a moment with starting lineups and the tip-off.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
With every load secured, every cigarette butt that doesn't go out the window, every fast food bag that arrives at its proper destination, and every time we politely say, hey, there's a better place for that, Washington gets a little cleaner, a little safer, a little more breathtaking. Because small choices add up to a home we can all be proud of. We keep Washington litter-free.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
And we're back here in Belfair. If I get that, okay. All right, Jerry, you want to give us the starting lineups here as we assume are, because we don't know for sure. There's some miscommunication between us and the scorers, and we'll just give what we know right now. So go ahead, Jerry.
Thank you. Let's first for the East Jefferson Rivals under Coach Emmanuel Abbott. At one guard, number 2, a junior, Brody Moore. At the other guard for the Rivals, number 5, a senior, Austin Hammer. At one forward for the Rivals, number 21, a junior, Stuart Dow. At the other forward, number 33, Keaton Guzman. He's a junior. And at center for East Jefferson is number 22, a senior, Lorenzo McLeese. That's your starters for East Jefferson. For North Mason, under the direction of Coach Brett Kogstad, at one guard, number 2, a sophomore, Andrew Latrine. At the other guard, number 5, a junior, Cole McCormick. At one forward, number 4, a senior, Nolan McGanney. And at the other forward, number 12, Clayton Alberts. He is a senior. And rounding out the starting lineup for your North Mason Bulldogs, at number 20, a sophomore, Carson Morris.
All right, thank you, Jerry. We will get to the tip-off in just a moment, as we'll do the national anthem and get the announcement of the starters here in Belfair in just a moment here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball, We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
And we're back here at North Mason High School. Now, a little message from the players, I guess, is about sportsmanship. Kind of hard for us to hear it because they're, we're up in the cheap seats, as they say. But best seat in the stadium, I think, is where we are. Jerry, go ahead.
It's so nice to see them emphasize sportsmanship. I mean, it's so important.
Right.
That's part of the game.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out if we had the right starters for the rivals. Got a 10, 22, 21, 33, and so looks like it'll be Gary Zambor instead of Austin Hammer. I'm thinking here as they're being announced here. Just give it a moment here, and they'll give us the official. So 12-2. Okay, we're really off here, Jerry. So it's going to be Michael Petta for the. So it's number 12 instead. So as they're going to announce the Bulldogs, we'll take another timeout. We'll be back with the tip-off of this game between the East Jefferson Rivals and the North Mason Bulldogs on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see.
D-E-P-R.
Mental illness doesn't show up on a scale.
Bipolar?
Sorting out a mental health concern takes professional diagnosis and treatment.
Anxiety. I thought so.
If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Ready to play some hoops in Belfair tonight, North Mason and East Jefferson. Bulldogs will be in their home whites with blue numbers. The rivals will be wearing black with blue numbers. Very difficult to see at times. Starting 5 again. Moore, Petta, Dow, McLeese, and Guzman for the rivals. Latrine, McGanny, McCormick, Alberts, and Morris for the Bulldogs. Get ready to get this thing tipped off and underway. So McGanny will meet Dow in center court, and the rivals start out with the ball. It's Peta driving to the hoop and missed the shot, knocked out of bounds by Latrine. It'll be the rival ball under the backboard to the right side. We have an advertent whistle here. Looks like Moore will inbounds it. He's got Dow and McLeese. They're working on a clock problem, Jerry. It says 74.7 seconds remaining here. I think that's what's gone in this game, maybe. All right. So we had clock problems in the start of the JV game as well. This is not the usual thing here for Belfair, but that's what's going on tonight. So North Mason looking for the first win in the 5 tries. East Jefferson 1 and 4. And we got it underway. Corrected lob up to the top. Nobody home. And nice pass. It looks like the rivals are a little out of sync to start things off here. Here's a 3 on the way by McLeese. It's off. Rebound pulled away by Morris. And here come the Bulldogs. Alberts on the far side. Dribbles up top. Resets to Latrine. Over to McCormick. McCormick goes way back outside. Bounce a high post feed to McGanny. Hands it off to McCormick. Lost the handle. And here come the rivals. Here's Moore into the corner. McLeese for 3 and in. Lorenzo McLeese with the first points of the game. 3-0 East Jefferson. Here's Alberts getting the cutter. That was Morris. Got the ball back, put it up, and missed the shot again. And here come the rivals. Early with a 3-0 lead. Up top to Dow. Dow to McLeese. McLeese fakes the shot, bounces it to try to get it into Dow, and it's picked off by the Bulldogs. Here comes McCormick. Shot comes off, and the rebound pulled down by the rivals. Here's Petta. Petta lays a pass down to a cutter, and that was McLeese can't handle it out of bounds, and another turnover on the rivals. McCormick gets the ball in. Bring it across the timeline, hand it off to Latrine, hand it back over to McCormick now. Looking to court over. Swing over to Alberts. Alberts puts it on the floor, drives the foul line. Gets it to McCormick for 3. That's off. Rebound pulled down by Morris. Here's Latrine. Andrew to the foul line. Spinning 2, and he'll kick it out to Morris. Morris drives baseline. Going to hook it out. Oh, and it's ripped out of the air by Moore for East Jefferson. Moore will set from the far sideline. He's going to drive baseline. Gets double team. Throws it out to McLeese for 3. Again. No, that one's off. Rebound poked right to Dow. Put it up and in. Stuart Dow gives East Jefferson a 5-0 lead. Here's Alberts back the other way. Almost lost the handle. Had to go track it down, and it rolls it to McCormick. Around it goes to Morris, and here's Alberts. Alberts top the key to Latrine. He'll drive to the baseline. Find McGanny up top to Alberts for 3 at the top. That's short, and it'll be knocked out of bounds. It actually was saved by McGanny and knocked it into a rival player who's standing out of bounds, and they're going to give that to North Mason, Jerry. 5:10 to go here, first quarter, 5-0. East Jefferson with the lead. North Mason with the ball, baseline inbounds, left of the backboard. McCormick, lob it into Latrine. His shot came up short, but he did get fouled in our first whistle. I think it'll go on Brody Moore. Is that right? I didn't see. Well, it's the first foul on East Jefferson. All I saw was a 2. Latrine missed the first free throw. They'll get another one. It's not gonna go on the board, Jerry. They don't do that here. Might have been on McLeese. Let's give it to Lorenzo.
Okay.
Till we hear otherwise. Second free throw by Andrew Latrine is off the back of the iron, and the rebound to Moore. Kick it to McLeese, and his inlet pass is deflected and stolen away. And here comes McCormick. Cole handed off to Latrine. Andrew drives, side of the paint, double pumps, puts it up. A little too hard. Rebound goes to Dow. And here come the rivals. Brody Moore between the circles. Gets a double screen. Goes over to the right, hooks it over to McLeese. McLeese for 3 again. That's off the back of the iron. Rebound, Dow taps it out. And he tapped it out to Pita. And he ended up traveling on that. He did put the ball on the floor before he made his move, Jerry.
Yeah, and that's the 4th turnover on East Jefferson.
Here comes McCormick bringing the ball up for the Bulldogs. Yet to score here. Here's Latrine. Splits it right down the middle of the key, puts it up and again draws a foul. So Andrew Latrine at the free throw line for his 2nd time, trying to put the North Mason team on the board. I believe that went on Michael Petta. I'm still missing it, so I'm going to give it to Michael Petta, his first. 2nd team foul. Latrine gets the first free throw. If there's a drawback here in North Mason, Jerry, they don't put the numbers on the board.
That is very unusual, too. Most scoreboards do indicate that.
Second free throw is off. A rebound went to Guzman. Here's McLeese driving to the box. His fadeaway is blocked and stolen away by Latrine. Here comes Andrew on the run for North Mason. Wisely turn around, stop, and actually pop a 3. That's out the back of the iron, and Dowell pulls down the rebound. Get it out to Moore. Moore speeds up the far sidelines, hesitates, drives to the side of the paint. Runner off the glass, no. Rebound pulled down by Morris for North Mason. And here's Latrine quickly the other way. Tried to lace a pass down to Alberts. Ball is deflected, and is there a jump ball called? Yes, there is. I believe that'll stay with North Mason, Jerry. It does. Baseline inbounds for the Bulldogs. Left of the backboard. Cole McCormick will trigger the play. He'll lob it up top to Latrine. Latrine will drive. Bounce it down to McGanny. McGanny in traffic, had it rejected and recovered by Peta, excuse me. He'll kick it out. McLeese for 3. In and out. Rebound, Dow lost it to Latrine, but there's going to be a whistle on the Bulldogs, I believe. See what this one's on, Jerry. That'll go on McGanny. That's his first.
It's nice when they call it out nice and clear, and even though we don't have it indicated on the score clock.
So Carter Smith checked into the ballgame for the Bulldogs. And a new man in there is number 4. That's Ace Johnson, who aces in a 3 after the inbounds. Nice shot.
Yes, it was.
Good way to get right in the game. Here's Latrine trying to answer. It's short. Rebound goes to Morris. Morris put back will finally get in, and the Bulldogs will get their first basket of the night. Trailing 8-3. Approaching 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Moore brings it up slowly, lobs it down to Dow. Dow puts it up and in. Oversized mismatch down there. Second basket for Dow. We have a timeout on the floor by North Mason. I believe it's a full. Let's see for a moment. Yes, it is a full. We'll step aside. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
We all depend on them for medical emergencies, to keep our highways safe, and to get back on the road. And emergency responders depend on us to watch for them, to slow down and move over. We do it for the people out there taking the risks while helping others, and the people who care about them, because most of us agree that we all share a responsibility for safety on our roads.
We're back here in Belfair. 10-3 is the score.
Your leading scorer for East Jefferson so far is Stuart Dow. He has made 2 baskets. The big difference in this game is that the rivals have made 2 3-pointers, and North Mason has not has attempted a couple 3-pointers, but hasn't made them yet.
Yeah, they only have the 1 basket drop in. Give them the 3 points after the 1 free throw from Andrew Latrine, who is 1 for 4 at the free throw line, unfortunately. We're early on. Here's Cole McCormick bringing the ball up for North Mason out of the timeout. Over to Alberts. Back to McCormick. High post feed goes to Morris, and that'll drop in. Carson Morris got both the baskets for the Bulldogs. Here's Moore for the rivals. In the corner, Johnson, 3 again. Oh, boy. Ace Johnson with 2 threes. And he's been on the court about a minute, Jerry.
Yeah.
Here's Latrine. Up top, it goes to McCormick, over to Alberts. High post feed to Latrine, kicking out to Morris. Morris, a 3 on the way. The short rebound tap, and then controlled by McLeese. And here comes Moore the other way. Put up a shot, missed it. Oh, up above the rim was McLeese, and it's going to be basket interference. And boy, oh boy, was he high there, Jerry.
He sure was.
He was up above the rim.
And I don't think we've seen that called this season.
This all at all, no. We've only had a couple of guys, and that was the North Thurston game against Shelton. We were playing above the rim.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But wow. Well, here's McCormick with the ball. Mid-court circle, looking over to Morris. He'll get it to the far sidelines. And here's Latrine on the side of the paint. Kicking out to Alberts, takes the 3. Short rebound tapped and tapped again. It goes out of bounds. That'll be Bulldog ball. Carter Smith in great position under the basket, Jerry, for the Bulldogs. It'll be baseline inbounds for North Mason. 1:36 to go here in the first quarter. 13-5 is their score. Here comes Boston Stanley. He'll come in and replace Carson Morris for North Mason. So McCormick will inbound it from the baseline. Going to get into the corner to Latrine, out to Alberts. Back to the corner to McCormick. Fakes the 3, drives side of the paint. Runner. It comes up short. Rebound pulled down by McLeese. Going to bring it out. Throw it up to Moore. Moore, nice pass to Ace Johnson. His jumper on the baseline fell off. Rebound goes to McCormick. Too many M's out there, Jerry. I'm having trouble. Here's Latrine. Nice hesitation. Puts it up and in, and the foul. Andrew Latrine with a strong move there, Jerry.
He sure did have a good move there.
And he got the foul.
And that's his first basket of the game. And he made 1 foul shot, too.
So Lorenzo McLeese picked up his 2nd, we believe.
Okay.
I'm going to call that. We know he at least has 1.
Yes.
Latrine with a possible 3-point play. Free throw off the back of the iron. Rebound goes right to Stanley. And he'll get it to Latrine. Latrine 1. Bounce over Alberts, reverses it to Stanley. Now up top to McCormick. Opposite side, here's Alberts in the corner for 3. That's off the side of the backboard and recovered by Moore. Moore's going to push it on the run right to the hoop, puts it up, in, and the foul. Nice, strong drive to the hoop there. Going coast to coast is Brody Moore, or at least 3/4 of the coast.
And he made that?
Yeah, he did. Cole McCormick gets the personal foul.
Okay.
And Dow comes in. I didn't see a substitution when Dow went out. McLeese will sit down, and the other player is Toby Fulton. He's on the court for the rivals.
Yeah, he just came in.
Here's Moore with the free throw. That's short. Rebound goes to Latrine. Here's McCormick. Quickly to Alberts. Up the sidelines, back to McCormick. He'll drive in and loses the handle. McLeese came up with it, tried to throw it up the court, and Latrine knocked it out of bounds. I'm sorry, that was Guzman. 33 with the steal and the recovery. Oh, a 3 at the top. That's off the back of the iron. That was by Johnson. Rebound goes to Stanley. Out it goes to McCormick. McCormick bounces it to Stanley. Boston to the 3-point arc. And top. And another steal. And there goes Moore with a little finger roll up and in. and it's a 17-7 score. Here's Alberts quickly the other way for the North Mason. To McCormick, bounce it over to Stanley. Stanley puts it on the floor, drives baseline, loses the handle, gets it back, bounces it down, and again off the foot, and another turnover on North Mason, and a long three to end the quarter. Comes up short. We're through one. It's been a fast-paced game. East Jefferson 17, North Mason 7.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
All right, sorry, folks. Strange little noise going on here, and I'm going to fix that here in a moment. See if I can't fix it right now. That should take care of our noise. There we go. Now I got to fix my picture. That's not it. Go ahead, Jerry, if you have anything to say.
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Ace Johnson is the leading scorer so far for East Jefferson, and he has made 2 3-pointers for 6 total points.
Rivals have the ball, start the second quarter. Here's Fulton driving side of the paint, puts it up, a little running hook that came up short, and the rebound goes out to Moore. He'll pull it away. Get it over to Dowell with the three. Stuart Dowell with a 3-ball out there, and it's 13-point lead for East Jefferson. Latrine throws it up top to McCormick, nearly stolen away. Back to Latrine, draws a double team. Back to McCormick. High post feed down to McGanny. McGanny to Latrine in the corner for 3. Yes.
And that gives Andrew Latrine 6 points.
Here's Guzman. Kick it to Dow. Dow for 3 from the elbow. That's short. Rebound goes to McCormick. McCormick pushes the pace for North Mason. Goes right to the bucket. Blocked by Dow. Recovered by Johnson. Up it goes to Guzman. Guzman hops in. I think he's going to travel. Yep.
Yeah, he traveled.
Yep. Well, I don't know. That was not sure what that was. It's going to be an offensive foul on Guzman.
Okay.
And a turnover to boot.
And that's his first?
As far as we know, yes.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
10-point lead for East Jefferson, 20-10. Just under a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's McCormick. Gets the ball back. Gonna drive big 2 steps into the key off the glass and in. Cole McCormick with his first basket of the night.
Nice drive to the basket, and he pulled up a little bit, took the shot.
Here goes Guzman, big 2 steps to the middle. It popped out, ball tapped and controlled by the Bulldogs. McGanny, a little help from Smith. Quickly up it goes to Morris, to Latrine, double pumps, missed the shot, rebound pulled away by Guzman. Guzman on the run the other way, the big man with the ball handling skills. Out it goes to Johnson for 3, that's in and out, and back in. Ace Johnson with his 3rd 3 in the ball game.
That is correct, 3 for 4 from 3-point land.
Here's McGanny, finds Morris, wide open in the paint. Oh, the layup popped out. Rebound pulled down by Guzman. Guzman pushes the pace up the court. Nobody stopping ball, runs into a guy, and then they're going to call a foul. And is that a charge? Yes, it is a charge, as Guzman rolled over Latrine, and another foul on him. That's 2.
Yeah, because he's in that little circle there. So
Yeah,
usually they're going to call that. When they're that close to the basket, they're going to call it in favor of the defense.
So it's a 30-second timeout, so I guess we're going to keep it right here.
I didn't explain that very well.
Well, yeah, there's a little. It's not a circle. It's a horseshoe. It's what I think you're thinking about. It's a little arc that right outside the bucket halo.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking. That's what we're trying to say.
And usually, if the defense is, if they're set 2, it's automatically going to be called a charge.
So 23-12 is our score. East Jefferson with the lead. North Mason will have the ball coming out of the timeout with 5:57 to go in the half. The Rivals have been up by as many as 13 in the ball game. Here comes McCormick bringing the ball up the court. Swing it over to Latrine. Back to McCormick. Over near side Alberts. Back to McCormick. High post feed to Morris. Kicking out to the corner to Andrew Latrine. Back to this is Morris. Morris hook it back down to Latrine. Latrine up fakes. Nice up fake. He'll put it up and in. Andrew Latrine.
I've been impressed with him tonight.
He's got some athletic ability.
Good jumping ability, yes.
And here is Moore, shuffles it down, and who put that up and in? I did not see. Can't see the number. It's 12. It's going to be Michael Petta puts it up and in. And I didn't know what that whistle was about, Jerry. Oh, we got a technical foul on the assistant coach for East Jefferson. So that'll give Clayton Alberts 2 free throws. And that does go down as a team foul, and that's 6 on them, Jerry. First technical free throw is in for Clayton. Gives him his first point of the game. Cuts the lead down to 10. Next free throw, it goes in. One thing I did notice, though, is there's no spin on that ball for Clayton on his free throws. And we know how good of a free throw shooter Brett Skogstad was, and as a player.
Bending that wrist and everything.
Yeah.
Reaching through.
Here's Latrine with the ball. Over to Alberts, opposite side now. Looking for Latrine. He'll get it to Morris. Morris to the baseline. McGanny back to Morris. Morris will put a dribble on. Step back for 3. That's short. Rebound pulled down by Petta. And he'll bring it up for the Rivals. Petta lowered his shoulder, and that's going to be another charging foul, player control foul, and another turnover on the Rivals. And let's see, I've got 2 on Michael Petta.
I do too.
Yeah.
If
we're accurate, we don't know. Cash Holmes will step onto the court for the first time tonight for the Rivals. And that'll give Johnson a little bit of a rest. Like his name, he's an ace. From the three-point line. Here's Morris with the ball for North Mason. Lobbed it to the... Morris will get the ball back and take a 3. That's short rebound. Dow had it, lost it out of bounds. He's asking for a foul. He's not going to get that.
Well, that's very appropriate to give. That's a good first name. Ace.
First shooter, yeah.
3 for 4 from the 3-point line.
Gary Zambor will step on for the Rivals. And Boston Stanley comes on for North Mason. And here's a 3 by Alberts. It's off. Rebound tapped out. Moore comes and get it. He'll go to the 3-point arc. Take a 3 on transition. Nope. Oh, Dow is all over Alberts, over his back. He loses it out of bounds. Clayton's asking for something. I mean, we don't have heights here, but I'm sure that Dow is got to be 6'3" or 4. Jerry.
I would say at least 6'4". Yeah, you're right.
We don't know. We're way up here.
Maybe 6'5".
Maybe 6'5". Here's Latrine in the corner far side to McCormick, over to Alberts. Looking for Latrine. He'll get it back up top. The Rivals have gone to the zone, and it has been a little bit of trouble for North Mason here. And we got a foul on East Jefferson, it looks like. That's going to go on 10, I believe. And that'll be Gary Zambor.
It's the first I have.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's what I have. So Boston Stanley's at the free throw line for the first of a 1-and-1. As the Rivals have 8 team fouls now. Boston's first free throw rattled all the way around and dropped in, Jerry. That's using all the it's using all the rim to his advantage. Boston Stanley, quite a baseball player too, by the way. So might see him in baseball season as well. Here's the second free throw by Stanley. He goes in, nothing but net. That's what you'd rather see. And here comes Moore. Swing it over to Dow. Dow to the foul line. Backs down. Turnaround jumper over Alberts. No, but there's a whistle under the basket. Nope, it's going to say that it went on Alberts. Probably going to pick up his first. Yep, it goes on 12. That's Clayton Albert's first personal.
That's what I have.
And that puts Stewart down at the free throw line for 2 shots. Rivals leading 25-18, 4:05 to go here in the first half. First free throw by Dow, just a bit short. Thought it might have the roll there, Jerry, but it rolled off to the right. He'll get another one. He does have 7 points.
That is
Dow.
correct.
And the next one is short. Rebound Latrine. Pulled it out of the air. And here comes Andrew. Oh, he threw it out of bounds. He thought that McCormick was popping out, and McCormick hadn't quite made his move, and that's another turnover on North Mason.
Yeah, 7th turnover for North Mason, as well as East Jefferson.
Here's Holmes to the foul line. That was Zambor. Out it goes to Dow, to Zambor. Right? No, yeah, Zambor is going to drive to the hoop, puts it up, and in high off that glass for Gary. That's his first point of the night.
Yep.
Here's Latrine quickly the other way. He'll stop, he'll pop for 3 and hit. Andrew Latrine with his second 3.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2 from three-point land.
It's a 6-point lead for East Jefferson. Oh boy, way outside and off for the 3. And here come the Bulldogs the other way. Alberts attacks it, had it poked out of his hands, out of bounds by Moore. Moore with no shame in shooting from the logo, Jerry.
Yeah.
That's a wee outside. Well, Ace comes back in. Ace Johnson will come in, and he'll spell Brody Moore. And here comes Carter Smith for North Mason. He'll spell Nolan McGanney.
You have a little train with 10 points?
Yes. There's an inbounds to Andrew Latrine. He'll bounce it to Alberts. Alberts kick it out to Stanley. Stanley in the corner to McCormick. He'll drive to the hoop. Oh, he avoided the defense, missed the shot. Smith comes up with a rebound, is tied up. That'll stay with the Bulldogs. 6-point lead for East Jefferson here, Jerry, and they've come back from 13 down and have the Bulldogs.
And North Mason is passing the ball very well right now.
Baseline inbounds to Latrine at the top. Kick it to Alberts. Alberts drives the foul line, stops. He'll kick it down low. It's deflected, stolen away by Johnson, and then he still can't quite get a hold of it. And they're going to call a jump ball there. That'll stay with the Rivals. These referees were pretty, well, they let a lot go. They let a lot go in the JV game, and it looks like they're going to let a lot go here.
Yeah, we have 2 different refs this time, but out of the 3.
Turnaround jumper by Dow. It's off. Rebound tapped and controlled, actually, by Petta. Out it goes. Quick pass over to Zambor. Zambor for 3. That's short. Rebound. Stanley had it, and it's tapped out of his hands. And here's Zambor for fakes the 3. Puts it on the floor. Drives right to the hoop, and it's blocked out of bounds by Stanley. Nice move. Here's Zambor. Just a little deceptive. I thought he was going to take that 3, Jerry, and he weaved his way to the hoop.
Yeah, he drove well to the basket there. You're right.
Baseline inbounds. Zambor will trigger the play. He'll lob it up top to Dow. Dow gets a screen, drives the baseline, and we have a whistle away from the ball, I believe. And it'll be on Clayton Alberts, his second. It'll be baseline inbounds again for the Rivals from East Jefferson. Inbounds goes to Zambor. He'll drive baseline, leave it over to the corner to Holmes. Holmes will take a 3 in the corner. That's short. Rebound controlled by Petta. Petta lost the handle and a pass out to Holmes out of bounds, and that'll be North Mason ball. Boy, a lot's happening here, Jerry. 2:11 to go in the half. McCormick will pick it up, throw it up the court to Alberts. Back to McCormick. To Latrine at the foul line. Out it goes to Stanley for 3. No. Rebound. Smith had it, lost it, and the ball's popped out, and Johnson pulls it away for East Jefferson. It's going to go, and he bang into Alberts. They're going to get Alberts with a blocking foul that time. And that will be Clayton's 3rd.
Yeah.
He was in a good position, just not for that drive, Jerry. That'll put Ace Johnson at the free throw line for 2 shots. Try to extend to this 6-point Rival lead. Whew. Missed the first one. We'll get another one. Carson Morris will step onto the court, and Alberts will have to sit down. And the second free throw on the way by Ace Johnson. That one goes in, nothing but
And that's
net.
the first foul shot made by the Rivals.
Here's Latrine quickly the other way. Hooks it out to Morris. Morris down the baseline to Stanley. Too low for him to handle out of bounds. Another turnover.
9 turnovers so
yeah,
far
on the Bulldogs.
for North Mason.
Yeah. 28-21 is our score. 1:44 to go here in the first half. East Jefferson with the lead in the ball. Here's Johnson with the ball, bringing it up slowly. Center of the court, between the legs. Kick it over to Zambor. Cross court it goes. And a three by Holmes on the way and in.
And that's his first basket of the game. And it was a three-pointer.
Here's Latrine. Back to McCormick. McCormick stumbles into the paint. And we have a foul. Foul went on Stuart Dow. It's his first. And let's see, that's the 9th team foul on the Rivals. And that puts Cole McCormick at the free throw line for 2 shots.
Yeah, that's what I have. I have 9.
Too much to try to track. Ooh, McCormick had that ball deep in the cup and it popped out.
I know.
So these rims are not very friendly, Jerry. Oh, what is that? I didn't know what that was. Should have been 2 shots. And the Rivals have the ball here, and here's Zambor. I'm confused. They didn't.
I am too.
That should have been 2 shots, and they only gave him 1.
Yeah, I was very surprised on that.
McLeese back in there, gets the ball. He's going to drive right to the hoop. Put one up there, missed the shot, but Dow's there to clean it up and in. Stuart Dow just
I'm impressed.
Playing quite a game there in the middle.
He's got 9 points so far.
Here's Morris for North Mason on the far side. Going to drive baseline. Cut off. It'll bounce back to Latrine. Latrine for 3 in the corner, and that's off. Rebound goes to McLeese. And now Johnson will slow the pace down with 34 seconds.
Working for 1 shot?
Well, hold for, there's about an 8-second difference
between
shot
that much
and
of a difference?
Game clock. A 3 in the corner by Dow is off. Rebound goes to Smith. And here comes McCormick. Had it poked out of his hands out of bounds on the baseline for North Mason. 17.6 seconds remain in the second quarter. It's 33-21.
We'll see if they play it for 1 shot.
Well, I think they would. They would hope they would. McCormick will lob it all the way up to Morris, who's bumped almost into back court. No whistle. Morris splits the defense. Leaves it for Smith. Smith's shot is partially blocked by Johnson, and Dow is tied up on the rebound.
Well, what's ironic is they should have called a foul there.
They should have.
And what happened is he forced that ball over. So it should have been called it should be called over and back.
Well, here's a inbounds to Latrine. Latrine to McCormick in the corner, out to Morris. Morris with 3. He'll throw one up. And in at the buzzer. Oh, boy. Carson Morris threw up a prayer. And it went in just before the buzzer sounded. What a ball. What a shot. Oh, wow. That's an oh, wow shot. Turns a 12-point lead to a 9-point lead at the break. We'll take a timeout. 33 for East Jefferson, 24 for North Mason. We'll be back with halftime statistics and more on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Kids will be kids, which just goes to say kids will be curious. They get into everything. If there's a loaded firearm in the house, they could get their hands on that too. Keeping firearms locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition in a place inaccessible to kids can help keep your loved ones safe from family fire. Safe gun storage saves lives.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because it felt like a failure. And then I realized, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR. Then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV. Restart or replay shows you've missed and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason PUD3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Well, you see the halftime score there. East Jefferson 33, North Mason 24. The rivals are being led by Ace Johnson's 10 points, 9 for Stuart Dow. What do we got here? We've got 4 for Brody Moore, 3 for Cash Holmes, 3 for Lorenzo McLeese, a basket for Gary Zambor, and a basket for Michael Petta. For the Bulldogs, they're being led by Andrew Latrine. He has 11 points, 7 for Carson Morris, basket for Cole McCormick, 2 free throws for Clayton Alberts, and 2 free throws for Boston Stanley. So again, that brings us to our 33-24 halftime scores. The many cheerleaders are on performing for the crowd here in Belfair tonight. We will take another timeout. We'll be back as Jerry Apple has some additional statistics, and we'll get to him in just a moment on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And it's halftime here in Belfair. East Jefferson 33, North Mason 24. More statistics from the first half. Jerry Apple.
Thank you, Deidre. East Jefferson.
Bring that back up there so people can
Is
hear
that
you.
better?
There you go. Go ahead, Jerry.
Now we'll do it. Try it. East Jefferson had 8 turnovers. They were 1 for 5 from the foul line for 20%. And shooting from the field, they were 13 for 37, 35%. They did make 6 threes. Now, for North Mason. North Mason had 9 turnovers. They were 5 for 9 from the foul line for 56%. They were 8 for 32 from the field for 25%, and they had 3 3-pointers. So basically what we're seeing here is East Jefferson has made 3 more threes, and that pretty well, that if you know, it'd be tied. And if they were the same as far as the 3-pointers.
Yeah, turnovers are about even.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
East Jefferson has 8, and North Mason has 9.
So that's one thing that Coach Skuggs had talked about, is he wanted to clean up the turnovers and stop the big guys. Well, they've held Brody Moore to 4 points, and Keaton Guzman, I don't have him down as a for anything.
I do not have him down for any points yet.
So far they've controlled those two gentlemen, but Stuart Dowell they got to do something about, and Ace Johnson is being his namesake there, Ace from the 3-point arc. Anyways, we got a third quarter coming up in just a couple of minutes. We'll get to that in just a moment. 33-24, East Jefferson with the lead on North Mason and Belfair tonight. We'll be right back.
This changes everything. Next TV is here. It's the full-featured digital TV service delivered to your smart TV or connected devices by fast, reliable Hood Canal fiber internet. Record your favorites on a cloud DVR, then watch from anywhere. Pause and rewind live TV, restart or replay shows you've missed, and more. Call or click hcc.net for a special offer on Next TV today.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
This broadcast is copyright protected by Digiproof on behalf of Diedrich Allen and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of its contents, pictures, descriptions, and accounts without the consent of Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, MasonWebTV.com, and Hood Canal Communications is prohibited.
And we're about ready to start that third quarter. Jerry, you had a couple of
Yeah, I do. North Mason, I've been very impressed so far with Andrew Latraine, his jumping ability, and he's made 1 foul shot and 2 3-pointers. He has a total of
11 points.
11 points. That is correct. You're correct. So I've been very impressed with him, and I've been very impressed with Stuart Dow. He's very smooth.
So the Rivals will start the third quarter with the ball. They have Moore, Guzman, McLean, Dow, and Petta on the court. Looks like the Bulldogs are going with their starters as well. Get those to you in a moment. As a lob down in the corner to Petta. Petta fakes the three. He's got Alberts on it. Throws it to Dow in the middle. Knocked away by McGanny. McGanny tried to save it. Couldn't get to it. And he saved it in bounds to Petta, but they said it was out of bounds. So the Bulldogs, you have Morris, McGanny, Alberts, who's playing with 3 fouls, Latrine, and McCormick on the court. It's a rival ball, baseline inbounds, left of the backboard. I'm not sure what we're waiting for here. Inbounds, lob it in to Dow through his hands. Here goes Morris. Morris going to let McLeese go by him and put it up and in. Carson Morris with 9 points tonight so far. And it cuts that lead down to 7. Here's Guzman. Throws it across to Moore. Moore down low to a guy sneaking to the bucket, and that's Petta. Missed the shot. Rebound goes to Alberts. Here comes McCormick up the far sideline. Quickly across the court to Latrine. To Morris in the corner for three. No. Rebound tapped by Latrine. It tapped out. Went off of a black jersey out of bounds. It stays with the Bulldogs in their front court sideline right by the cheerleaders, Jerry. Alberts will get it into Latrine. Latrine fakes the three, drives down the lane, lost the handle, and he tapped it out of bounds. Should be a traveling call.
Yeah.
Coach Skogstad doesn't like that, but that's the right call on that one. Brett's very upset. He's coaching all the time, is Brett. Constantly talking to his players, as you can see them at the bottom of the screen. Oh, they're going to reverse that call. And I guess they say that it touched a rival player.
So, no turnover.
So, no turnover. It'll be baseline inbounds for the Bulldogs. Right of the backboard is McCormick. Inbounds to Latrine in the far corner over to Alberts. Back to the corner to McCormick. Wide open three in the corner for Cole. That short rebound tapped out and controlled by Latrine. Back to McCormick. Cole leaves it in the corner for Morris. Morris for three in the corner. No! McCormick tracks down the rebound. Gives it to Latrine. Andrew hands it over to Morris. Morris faked outside and gets it back to Latrine in the paint. He'll hesitate, puts off the glass and in, and the foul. Andrew Latrine back to the free throw line. If there's one weakness in Andrew's game, it's his free throw shooting.
Yeah, he does a nice job laying it in. Jumps well.
Unfortunately, he is, 0 for 4 at the free throw line and make it 0 for 5. Missed the free throw. Guzman came away with the ball, lost it, and they're going to call a foul on Carson Morris. I don't know how he was even involved in the play, Jerry, but they got him.
That's his first. According to our statistics.
To our statistics, right. Here's Petta. Back over to Moore. Moore lobs it down low to Guz. Actually, that's McLeese. Nobody could handle the ball, and it's another turnover on the rivals. Up the court it goes to Morris. He had the ball knocked out of bounds, recovered by Moore. Moore will push it up to Guzman. Guzman leaves it there for Petta, up and in with the left hand. Nice layup there.
And that was a nice block down there by Dow.
Here's Morris. Leaves it for Latrine. He challenges the big man and misses it. Dow comes up with the ball. Up the far sidelines is Moore. To Guzman. Guzman, triple team, throws in the corner for Dow. Dow for three. Yes!
Wow.
That's his second three in the ball game.
That is.
Here's McCormick. Over to Latrine. Back to McCormick. Now to Alberts. 10-point lead for the rivals. North Mason Bulldogs with the ball.
12 points for Dow.
And down here is McCormick to Latrine, drives baseline, hesitates, had it blocked out of bounds by Dow.
Yeah.
He even stopped and hesitated to get him off his feet, and he didn't work. It'll be sideline inbounds in the corner for North Mason. Actually, it's going to be baseline inbounds in the corner. McCormick will trigger the play. Throw it into Alberts. Alberts up top to Morris. Morris double-teamed, and there's a foul on Brody Morris. It's first. Second team foul on East Jefferson. Sideline inbounds between the scorer's table and the bench for North Mason. Alberts will get it into backcourt to McCormick. Cole will bounce it over to Morris. Morris faked outside, goes middle, leaves it for the corner, and three from McCormick. That's short. McGanny can't get to it. Petta comes away with the rebound, and here comes McLeese. Cross court it goes to Dow. Dow steps back, throws it back over to Moore. Moore lobs it down to Petta. Petta side of the paint, kick it out. But there's a foul on the pass-off on North Mason. That'll go on McGanny. That's his second team foul on North Mason. So it'll be baseline inbounds for the rivals. Left of the backboard. Moore will trigger the play, lob it in to McLeese. Try to step around McGanny, puts it up and in. 5 points for Lorenzo.
That is correct.
Here's Alberts with it. Latrine back to Alberts, looking for Morris in the middle, over to McCormick. And here's Morris beyond the three-point arc. To Latrine side of the paint, back out to Morris. Morris will take a three from the elbow and hit it. Carson Morris with his second three and 12 points. 9-point lead for East Jefferson. Guzman with the ball. Throw it over to Moore. Into the corner to Dow. Take an open three from that corner pocket. That bounced off. Rebound goes to McCormick. McCormick on the run the other way. He's going to challenge the man. He got the ball slapped out of his hands. Dow with the recovery. McLeese will take it off the glass softly and score a long pass. And it's a 11-point lead for East Jefferson now. As a timeout by North Mason. It's a full. We'll step aside. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
.406 to go here in the third quarter.
Timeout went to North Mason?
Yes, it did. 42 for East Jefferson, 31 for the Bulldogs. They'll have the ball coming out of the timeout. They cut the Rivals' lead down to what was it? 6?
5 or 6 points, yeah.
And then the Rivals would just explode for a few more points, and they now lead by 11. Their biggest lead of the night has been 13.
That is correct.
By my count.
And that was towards the end of the second quarter.
Right. Bulldogs will have the ball coming out of the timeout, as I mentioned. Alberts will trigger the play from the sidelines in their front court. McCormick's in the back court. He'll bring it across the timeline. And here is Latrine. Bounce it to Morris. Back out to McCormick. Quick pass over to Latrine. Latrine drives the foul line into the paint, takes it to the hoop. Had it blocked out of bounds by Dow. It'll stay with the Bulldogs, 12 on the shot clock.
Nice move, but great block by Dow.
You know, the other thing about Dow is he's got those long arms.
Yeah.
That's something to deal with. Here's Alberts in the corner. Bounce up to Latrine, working the far side. Over to Morris. Morris drives down the lane, put it up over Dow. Dow got a piece of it, I think. There's a whistle. It'll be baseline inbounds. I think it's going to be a foul away from the ball. That'll go on McLeese. That's his third. It was on the rebound, I heard.
Yeah, we have 2 players that have 3 fouls.
Inbounds to Latrine, up and in, and the foul. Andrew Latrine needs to work on his free throws, I think, Jerry, because he's still 0 for, what, 2? Oh, he's got 1. Excuse me. He's 1 for 2 for 6. 2 for 6. 1 for 6.
Foul on Michael Petta, number 12.
Let's go with that. That gives him 3. McGanny will sit down, and Stanley's back in there for North Mason. And Toby Fulton will check in for East Jefferson, and McLeese will sit down with his 3 fouls.
We'll give some good vibes here to Andrew.
Yeah, he's got 1. I said he was 0 for, but he's got 1. He hit his 3rd free throw of the game, and that one's off the back of the iron. Morris comes down with the rebound, kick it out to McCormick. McCormick attacks the basket, is knocked back, and here comes Petta for East Jefferson. Petta with a nice avoiding and gets it to that was Fulton. He can't get it to fall in, and here come the Bulldogs up the other way. Here's Alberts taking a step, swatted again by Dow. What is that, about his 4th block? 5, and Guzman will finally get on the board with a layup. And Morris comes back quickly. Stops, he'll leave it out there for McCormick. McCormick bounces it to Morris in the corner. Up top it goes to Stanley, mugged at the mid-court stripe by Moore. That's 2 on. First. I got 2 on him, Jerry.
On Moore? Okay,
yeah,
that's what I'm missing. Okay.
Yeah, I've got 2 on him.
You might be right. It might be 4, but boy, I tell you, he's been dominant.
Oh, I don't know. I lost count a long time ago. He's just swatting balls like flies out there, Jerry. He's gotten partial blocks as well. Here's Alberts with the ball, looking for Stanley. Gives it back up top and around to Latrine, over to McCormick. High post, feet stolen away by Moore. Moore's going to go one-on-one and put it up and in. Looking for the foul. He won't get it.
And Moore is starting to come alive here.
Here's Stanley, quick pass to McCormick. McCormick for 3 at the top. That goes in. Cole McCormick with only his 2nd basket in his first 3. Guzman will bring the ball up slowly.
Yeah, that gives him 5 points.
And here's Moore extending out that defense into the corner, goes to Petta. Petta cross court to Dow. Dow going to drive into the paint, puts it up over Stanley off the back of the iron, tapped it out of bounds over the top of Alberts. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog ball. And here comes Ace back in there. Ace Johnson for the Rivals.
He's the gentleman that's made 3 threes
he's
in
been
the first half.
Yeah, very impressive off the bench. 46-36, 10-point lead for the Rivals. North Mason with the ball. Here's Morris for 3 in the corner. That's off. Rebound Guzman. Guzman will bring it up again. He'll throw it down to Fulton. Tap it out to Johnson. Johnson to Fulton again. A couple of dribbles, draws a double team over to Guzman. Guzman down the baseline. Quick tap pass out. No look pass to Fulton. Fulton to step to the bucket and in.
Beautiful passing.
Toby Fulton with his first basket tonight. Here's Latrine in the corner. Throw it up top. Stolen away by Moore. Moore again one-on-one. And this time he draws the foul. Missed the shot. Guzman was above the rim for that rebound. But McCormick will pick up his second personal. That's third team foul. Yeah, there we go. At the free throw line will be Brody Moore. He's 0 for 1. Has 6 points so far tonight. Ooh, short on that one. He spun that ball kind of funny, Jerry, when it came out of his hands. I think he was trying something new. In their last game, he had 25 points.
Yeah, they've kept him down a little bit tonight.
See how this second one comes out. Now it's a little better. It goes in, and he knew it. 13-point lead for the Rivals from East Jefferson. Comes North Mason. Alberts with the ball. Here's McCormick to Latrine. Back to McCormick over to Alberts. Looking for Stanley. And around the perimeter it goes. Here's Latrine driving to the foul line. Kick it to the corner. Nearly stolen away by Guzman. Here's McCormick leaving for Alberts. Alberts will take the 3. Missed that one. Rebound goes to Fulton. And up the court it goes to Guzman. Guzman been held in check. Here's a 3 on the way. It's off. Rebound goes to McCormick. Spins away from the defense. Up the far sidelines on the run. He's going to go to the middle, leave it to the baseline. Here's Morris. Morris blocked by Dow. Go right back to Morris. Morris can't complete the little short jumper. And here come the Rivals again. Oh, Johnson, little swift pass there to Dow. I'm so lost, Jerry. I can't tell you.
Nice passing. I mean, they're doing a great job.
Yeah, they're leaving me as well as the Bulldogs out of the play. Here's Alberts with it to McCormick. High post feed to Stanley. Back out to McCormick. McCormick puts it on the floor, drives it, and leaves it for Latrine. Side of the paint now to Stanley. Stanley hesitates to add it. Blocked partially again by Dow. And the recovery goes to Latrine. 3 on the way at the buzzer. No, we're through 3 quarters. And East Jefferson starting to pull away. 51-36 is our score after 3. We'll be right back.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Waiting for the start of the fourth quarter. 51 for the Rivals, 36 for the Bulldogs. North Mason still trying to find its rhythm here and its first win of the season. Rivals looking for their second win, and the second one over North Mason.
And like you said, North Mason did get it down to a 6-point deficit, but
every time they make a run, East Jefferson answers.
Especially from Dow.
Yeah, and he's just swatting balls left and right, those long arms. Bulldogs will have the ball coming out. The timeout between quarters start the fourth with Alberts, Morris, Latrine, McGanny, and McCormick, who has the ball crossing midcourt. Back over to Alberts. Holds the ball, finds it to McGanny, and a steal going the other way with a reverse layup. Doesn't fall in there. That was Holmes. And here's McCormick with a quick step. He's fouled by Zambor, who's in there. I'm going to give you the East Jefferson lineup as I get a moment here. Zambor, Fulton. It looks like Trayson Brown is out there as well. First time he's on the court. You've got Holmes and Johnson. And the first free throw by McCormick is short. Look at another one. Get all the rival players, Jerry. I think I did. And that second one rattled in.
That's his first foul shot made.
Yep. And here's Brown with the ball. Or Johnson. Johnson will take the three, and that's off the back of the iron. Rebound pokes in the hands of Brown. Brown's shoved out of bounds. There's a foul on. I believe it's going to go on McCormick.
I have 3 on him.
Let's see if that is actually on McCormick. No, I guess we're going to give it to him. He was the first one there. So 3 on him. And a full timeout, or is it a second timeout? I didn't see if that was a full or a half, Jerry. I think it's a full timeout.
I think it was.
We'll step aside.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a down line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a down line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
So we're just a little over 30 seconds into the final quarter here. 51-37, East Jefferson with the lead in the ball. It's like Holmes is going to inbounds it from the sideline right in front of his bench. I don't know if it's an inadvertent horn or not. And nice, well-designed play, but a good block by Morris. He got it again off of Zambor. He blocked him twice. It goes out of bounds. It'll be East Jefferson ball. That's a good, well-designed play, Jerry, on the inbounds.
Yeah. Latrain on the block?
I think it was Morris on the block twice.
Okay.
Baseline inbounds this time. Zambor looking for somebody to throw it to. He'll throw it up top to Brown. Brown over to Fulton on the far side. Trayson dribbles. Bounce it to Johnson. Johnson working with 16 on the shot clock. Leave it there for Brown. Brown trying to get by the defense of Morris. He'll take a three. Comes up short. Rebound pulled down by Johnson. Johnson will turn out and take a three. And that's short. And Latrine finally corrals that rebound for North Mason. He'll bring it up in traffic. Gets a double team. He's been mugged a couple of times. Got the ball back. He'll slide it into the feet of McGanny. McGanny comes up with it. Bounce it over to Latrine. Back to the basket. What defense by Fulton. Missed the shot. It goes out of bounds. That'll be East Jefferson ball. Got to tell you, what defense by Fulton.
Latrine has good moves, though, to the basket.
That's what I'm saying, but what defensive presence there. 51-37 is our score. 6:41 to go. Inbounds goes to Brown in back court. He's going to weave around Morris. Lose the handle on the ball. Goes right into the hands of Holmes. Holmes back out to Brown. Brown on the dribble. He's going to drive down the wide open lane, put it up and in. Trayson Brown, his first points of the game.
I was impressed with him in the JV game.
Here comes McCormick. One hands it over to Alberts. Alberts looking down to the baseline. Get it to McGanny. McGanny.
Nice
for the
pass.
Backdoor cutter. I don't know if that was a shot or it was a planned kick-out pass to McCormick.
I think it was a kick-out pass.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to rule. It's 1-1 for Clayton Alberts. He's 2 for 2 at the free throw line. He's only got 2 points tonight. He's been on the bench.
Got the point foul?
Did not. Sorry. My bad on that one, Joe.
Well, no, that's...
First free throw was off. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Fulton. And here's Brown. Brown stops, had the ball ripped out of his hands by Alberts. Alberts, Brown is staying right there with him.
That's the 11th turnover.
Nice little dribble in there by Alberts. Alberts to the baseline, hook it back to McGanny. McGanny one dribble, two dribble, hand it off to Alberts. Alberts loses the handle. Brown spins out of that on the floor. Gets it over to Fulton. Here come the Rivals with the lead. 2 big steps to the middle and missed the shot and drew the foul on North Mason, Jerry. Doesn't let up here from the younger players as well. And that will go on Carson Morris. That's his second. It was a 20, Jerry.
20, okay.
Toby Fulton at the free throw line. His first trip there. A little off in the first one. Got 2 points tonight. Andrew Latrine returns. Oh, I didn't see that.
He wasn't out very long.
He wasn't out very long, and Boston Stanley is actually in there as well for Alberts. So Fulton's second free throw. A little off, rebound pulled away by Zambor. He's double teamed. He'll throw it to a cutter. That's Johnson. Johnson trying to get around Latrine. Kick it out to Brown. Brown for 3, in and out. Rebound goes to Fulton. Double team, can't handle the ball. He just gets it out to, is it Johnson? No, it's Zambor. Now here's Johnson. Johnson with a baseline jumper. That's off. Rebound goes to Zambor. Zambor is, he's got one of those help you breathe things on his nose. That came off. We do have a whistle on the Bulldogs, however. That'll go on
4.
Yeah, McGanney. That's his third.
Yeah.
Here comes Carter Smith, as McGanney's going to sit down. So it's baseline inbounds, as that's the only 6th foul on the Bulldogs. Inbounds goes to Brown. Brown trying to get around the corner, and he's going to be fouled by Carson Morris. That's his third, and it's 1-1 for the Rivals. And Trayson Brown at the free throw line. His first trip to the free throw line. I was trying to say earlier that it doesn't let up here from your regular first, second stringers to these guys that are on there now for East Jefferson, as Brown hit the first free throw of the 1-1. 5:12 to go in the ball game, 54-37. Second free throw, short. Rebound tapped, and that will go off of the Rivals. I believe it was Zambor who knocked it out. Maybe not. No, it was Holmes that knocked it out. So the Bulldogs will get it in to McCormick. Cole speeds up the court, and he'll get it to Latrine. Andrew one-hands it to Stanley. Stanley, a dribble or two, hand it off to Morris. Morris hesitates, kick it to McCormick. McCormick into the corner to Smith. Smith down to Morris, out to Latrine. Latrine one-hands it over to Stanley. 13 on the shot clock, and it's stolen away by Johnson. Johnson to the hoop, and he's going to be mugged by McCormick. That'll be 4 on Cole. Yep. And that'll send Johnson to the free throw line. Well, let's see. Ace has 10 points. He's 1 for 2 at the free throw line. 4:47 to go in the ball game. And Johnson can extend the lead, and he does with his first free throw.
2 for 3 from the foul line for Ace Johnson.
Clayton Alberts will step back onto the court for North Mason. Johnson with his second free throw for East Jefferson. Got that one off the back of the iron. Holmes comes away with the rebound. Out it goes to Johnson. He'll spin away from the defense. And here's the Zambor. Zambor will drive down the lane, double pumps, miss it up just a little too hard. And the rebound went to Smith. His outlet is knocked out of bounds. The Bulldogs are a little lackadaisical on their passing here late. Alberts with the ball in backcourt. Going to go by the defense of Brown. Nobody's stopping ball. He's going to put it up, and it popped out. Got the ball off the rebound, put it up with a fake it in, and it goes in for Alberts. And here comes Brown, weaving his way, going to go coast to coast, put it up short. Rebound goes to Stanley, and here's Alberts. 55-39, 4 minutes to go almost here in the ball game. Alberts will get it to Morris. Morris faked outside, goes inside, turnaround jumper, that rimmed out, ball poked out, and Boston Stanley saves it inbounds to Alberts. That should have been a reset of the shot clock, Jerry, but it's down to 12. Here is Morris. Morris lost the handle, get it to Stanley. Stanley dribble penetrates, hooks it to Morris. Morris jumper partially blocked and recovered by Fulton. Oh, they never reset the. Oh, Brown with a nice strong drive for his 5th point. Here's Alberts in back court, trying to get by the defense of Johnson and Brown. Gets by Johnson to the who puts it up. No, got his own rebound, put it up again. It's blocked by Holmes. Got it a 3rd time. He'll put it up and in. Clayton Alberts with a basket, determined to get points. 30-second timeout taken by North Mason. Hey, if you're enjoying this ball game, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter with the handle @MasonWebTV. You can also use that handle to find us on YouTube and Twitch. Consider subscribing to Mason Web TV's YouTube channel and hit that bell to be notified the next time we go live.
And I have 6 points for Alberts.
Let's see here. Yes. 4 in the quarter.
Yes.
2 free throws in the second. That's what I have right here.
Yep.
3:11 to go in the ball game. 57 for East Jefferson, 41 for North Mason. Latrine, Alberts, Stanley, McGanny, and McCormick come out of the huddle for North Mason. You've got Stepanski in there for the first time tonight for East Jefferson, with Fulton, Johnson, Brown, and I believe that's going to be, I can't figure out who the last guy is. Oh, it's Holmes. There we go. With the ball is Fulton. Looking for Brown. He'll bounce it to Brown on the reverse. Stops and pops for 3. In and out. Rebound goes to Alberts. Alberts pushes it for North Mason. Lost it, got it back, put it up short. Rebound poked out, saved in bounds, but it goes right to, that's Fulton. Fulton lost the handle, and they're going to call a kicked ball. And a reset of the shot clock for the rivals, leading 57-41. 2:39 to go in the ball game. Carson Morris will step back onto the court for North Mason, and Alberts will sit down. Baseline inbounds, lob it in to Fulton. Fulton gets by the defense, drives to the paint, kick it out to Holmes. Holmes will take a 3. That one rims off. Rebound goes to Morris. Morris will get it up to McCormick, and he'll bounce it back to Morris. Morris leaves it there for Latrine. One dribble puts it up, and he missed the shot but drew the foul. Andrew Latrine back to the free throw line, where he's only made 1 free throw, Jerry, and a ton of times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 attempts. 1 for 7 for Andrew Latrine. Short on the first one. Latrine's second free throw. In and out. Rebound pulled down by the rivals, Holmes. Get it to Fulton. Down to the baseline to Johnson. Johnson one-hands it over to Holmes. He'll take a 3. Hit it. You knew it was going to go in there eventually. His second 3 of the ball game. 6 points. Here comes McCormick. Back to Stanley. Hand it off to Morris. Morris to the foul line. Right down the lane. Puts it up a little too hard. Drew the foul, however. And the foul will go on Trayson Brown. His first. 9th team foul on East Jefferson. At the free throw line for North Mason, Carson Morris. His first trip to the free throw line, Jerry. Got the first one. Gives him 13 points. We have a number 11 checking in. I have no idea who he is. I don't have an 11 on my sheet, Jerry.
I don't either.
So we'll just have to call him number 11. Under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. It is 60-42. Second free throw, Morris. Makes it 43. Here comes Holmes. Stepping across midcourt. One hands it over to Johnson. Trying to use a screen, and he'll drive to baseline. And I'm not sure what that is.
Turnover on the baseline.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on 23.
Okay.
That's on Aiden Stepanski, his first.
He also went out of bounds, but it must have been the foul was called before that.
Must have been. Either way, it's a turnover and Bulldog ball. Here is Latrine with it. Over to Stanley. Down it goes to McGanny. McGanny back to Stanley. Stanley in traffic. Kick it out to Morris. Morris at the top for three. That's short. Rebound poked out. Back to Morris. Morris will take another three, this time from the elbow. No. And the rebound pulled down by number 11. And we'll get it to Brown. Trayson changes directions. Lost his dribble. Throw it over to Stepanski. Here's 11 with the ball. Back to Brown. Approaching a minute to go here. And a three on the way by 11. That's off. And rebound goes to McGanny. McGanny kind of lobbed it there to Morris. Morris wasn't expecting it. Here's a three in the corner by Latrine. He missed it. Rebound pulled down by Stepanski. And here comes Brown. Brown kick at the corner. Holmes for three. Nope. Rebound goes to Morris. Morris out to McCormick. McCormick up to Latrine. Andrew puts it up and in. And we're 30 seconds to go here in the ball game. Here comes Johnson. Just a little bit of a push by Morris. That's his fourth. And that'll put Ace Johnson at the free throw line, where he is 2 for 4 with 11 points. Off on the first one was 1-1, and Stanley can't handle the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It'll be East Jefferson ball with 23 seconds remaining. And a 60-45 lead for the Rivals. Stepanski will bounce it into 11. Will throw it to Holmes. Holmes will dribble out. Got 5 seconds now. Ball rolls over to Johnson. And that'll do it. So East Jefferson picks up its second win of the season and its second over North Mason this season. 60-45. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back and we'll wrap this thing up from Belfair. Final score, East Jefferson 60, North Mason 45. We'll be back in a moment.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events.
A foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.